I hope you're ready for this conversation because today I will talk about the story about how PLEDIS Entertainment continues to mistreat 17. We all have heard honor stories involving our beloved idols and their agencies, and I bet each and every one of you has a story to tell. From excessive diet, hectic schedule with no rest, dating ban, plastic surgeries, and even body shaming. But among all this bad stuff, only one took the top spot for being the worst of the worst. Yes, it's agency mistreatment. In fact, mistreatment by entertainment companies involving their artists is a very common tale that almost all groups have a history related to this. But still, despite all this, hundreds of young people are still taking the risk just to be the idol they all dream to be. Okay, let's go back and talk about how agencies are still doing this practice even though when it has been condoned by many. Let's have 17 as an example. The Monster Rookie Group debuted under PLEDIS Entertainment on May 25th, 2015. And from there on, the 13-member boy group attained popularity through their clean and synchronized choreographies that caught the attention of Korea and, of course, the international audience. Many of you might ask why Carrots are worried for the boys. If you know about PLEDIS, you will know that the agency actually have fewer artists to manage compared to other entertainment agencies. And naturally, one would expect that they will do a better job to make sure their artists are treated fairly and correctly, but it seems like it's not the case for PLEDIS Entertainment because despite being a small company, they have successfully led their idol groups close to disbandment one after another. I bet you've heard about Newest and how they almost decided to disband because of the mistreatment and unfair treatment they experienced by the company. In fact, the most awaited girl group from the company back then, which is Pristine, disbanded 2 years after their debut, and fans were furious. This is the very reason why Carrots are worried about 17's future, and I believe they have all the reason to be. Okay, let me start by talking more about the history of the group. Composed of S-Couple, Wonwoo, Mingyu, Brennan, Wooji, Jeonghan, Joshua, Seungkwan, DK, Hoshi, Jun, The8, and Dino, the 13-member boy group was originally planned to debut with 17 members, which is the very reason why they are named 17. But because of the unexpected bankruptcy, PLEDIS Entertainment was not able to debut the group as planned in 2013. It was said that those years were the hardest, as the members have no choice but to wait blindly for the debut they all dreamed of. Slowly, the other trainees left, and the remaining 13 members decided to stick together, even when things were going downhill. However, the 2 years of anxious waiting helped them to be who they are today, a self-produced group who choreographed their dances and composed all their songs from scratch. Now you might be wondering where the mistreatment enters. Well, here's where it all started. When agencies are supposed to be responsible to promote their new group to the fullest, PLEDIS did the bare minimum, which led the boys to do their own PR instead. Mingyu even printed stickers and merchandise for Carrots, while another member, Seungkwan, even called variety shows, so he can ask for more exposure for his team. Carrots were speechless since this is not how things are supposed to be. Some even expected for PLEDIS to properly promote the boys for them to have a strong start as rookies. But PLEDIS really decided not to. To make things worse, 17 were even left with no choice but to buy their own earphones or beg their parents to buy them one, because PLEDIS didn't give them the proper equipment for their live performances, and even told them to use their own money to buy one. That is just insane. Can you imagine how stressful it might have been for the boys to have little to nothing support from the agency that should be taking care of them and making sure they are properly treated? Fans were expecting for PLEDIS to do better on the following comebacks, thinking that it might be fair enough that the company was still trying to recover from the financial crisis they experienced. But Carrots were left disappointed as the boys continued promoting even until their very nice era, without in-ear in-ears and only used regular earphones that can be purchased in department stores. If you think that this is already unacceptable, then you better be prepared for what is coming, because I'll be revealing other things PLEDIS did that will make your blood boil. Entertainment companies should be the first line of defense for K-pop idols for mistreatment, but PLEDIS really said screw that and did nothing to make sure 17 is given enough. Their staff and managers don't even make the situation better, as fans noticed and saw how these people treat the boys badly and act all rude towards them. During their pre-debut days, a photo started going around the internet where the boys of 17 were seen doing planks in front of what people think of as their manager. To say that Carrots were angry was an understatement, as fans were furious after seeing how their beloved idols were being treated. Some even say that this is how the management punishes the boys during their trainee days, which is of course not very ideal. There was even an instance when member Wonwoo was scolded for using his satori when they were trainees. Fans said that the staff's way of speaking was almost threatening when he said this to the idol. What did we say was going to happen if you use satori? I'll see you after this. Think how 17 were still teenagers back then and were already exposed to this kind of behavior from their managers? Moving on, we have talked about excessive diets and body shaming, and it seems like not only girl groups are having a hard time maintaining their weight, since male groups are also monitored strictly. Seungkwan was even hit in the head once by a staff member and was told to lose weight. The idol was seen lowering his head and saying sorry, which caused fans to speculate how often this must have happened for Seungkwan to react like that. Stealing is also another hot topic when it comes to PLEDIS and their staff. Someone to expect for managers to take care of the idols they are assigned. But PLEDIS Entertainment is different because their maltreatment of 17 even reached to the point where they steal from the boys' paycheck. During an interview with Africa TV, the boys bet on something to eat with the producer and 17 won. Hoshi, as innocent as he is, said something that proved how PLEDIS might have been taking money from the boys. Are they going to buy it for us and then take it out of our balance again? Hoshi said this, and the silence after it was deafening. To add more fire to the already raging flames, 17's managers and staff were often seen using or wearing fan gifts that were supposedly given to the boys. We all know that fans, especially fan sites, love showering their idols with gifts. Do you remember when I mentioned how 17 became a self-produced K-pop boy group? Well, surprisingly, fans noticed that the boys were not even listed in the copyright list of the song they choreographed, which is an absolute low blow to the hard work of the members. At present, all members decide to renew their contract with PLEDIS, but Carrots think it is because HYBE Entertainment, originally Big Hit, had become the major stockholder of the company. Hopefully, this cycle of mistreatment ends here and the boys will finally have what they truly deserve. What do you guys think? Comment down below if you think 17 is better off without PLEDIS. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more. See you next time. Bye!